Hello, everyone. Happy Friday. It is Friday, the 21st of November, 2025. Stampinwithsharon.com.au. That is my website, and I hope you're going well. Yes, another week has gone by. Sorry I wasn't here last week. I was actually up in bed. I was quite ill with a nasty bug, and so I've been bit behind on everything at the moment. And this week has been a very busy week as well. So just trying to catch up on everything. Morning, Sam. How you going? Trying to catch up on everything, and yeah, I've been so far behind. Been out of the office for 3 days this week, I think. Yeah, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Yeah. In between, I've had to go. Yeah, we went. Dave and I went down to do an installation in Berry, and then Hannah and I gave Hannah the day off yesterday. Well, no, she had family reasons to be not at school today yesterday, um, and we went down to Mittagong, and she learnt probably a whole heap more than what she would have at school. But I'm not saying that. So she, Hannah did some driving yesterday, got some work done. Went underneath the floor of a church, and so yes, it's been a bit of a week this week. Lots of things happening, but I am here, and with a busy week, what usually happens with me is, as you already know, I always do kits when I'm busy because kits are easy. They're pre-prepared. Everything's done for you, and so I thought I would share with you another kit. It is not a Christmas kit today. It is the Everyday Beauty kit, which is a new release one that just released a couple of weeks ago. And so I thought, well, I would share that with you because that's what I was, with the week that I've had, I was almost thinking I was going to be away for today. And so I was planning on doing a pre-recorded video. But with Hannah coming down with me yesterday, it meant I needed to come back anyway so she could get back to school today. So I didn't have to pre-record, thankfully, but that's what I was planning on doing this week as well. So it's just been one of those weeks. It's taken me a long time to get over my sickness, and yeah, it just has not been fun. So anyway, let's have a look at this kit. So this is the Everyday Beauty kit. Like, isn't it pretty? Lots of blues. Lots of blues. So let's open this one up. Let's crank it open. But yes, it's been a busy week this week already. I think the lead up to Christmas is always really full on with Dave's business. Lots of customers wanting lots of work done before we get to Christmas. So pretty envelopes, beautiful on the inside. I think, what color is this one? It's almost, I think it's Pool Party. Looks like Pool Party, Lost Lagoon. Night of Navy and Misty Moonlight, I think. You doing lots of work there, Sam? All right, so our envelopes are done. Let's have a look at the rest of the kit. So we've got some seals. So I assume they're for the back of the envelopes, which I'm not going to end up using. Oh, I'll have to chuck them in the envelope. Anyway, so some beautiful card bases. So 3, 4, 5, 6. Have you caught up on all your work that you had to catch up on? And then these ones. So they're beautiful, beautiful cards. Let's start by doing one card of each. So the stamps, here we go. These are the stamps, so let's just get rid of that bit because they're all the other languages. And then we have that. So it's a good way so that you know what stamps you've got. I just put some adhesive onto that and then just line that up. And then you know exactly what stamps you're missing if you take them off. There we go. So there are our stamps. I've got to grab a few blocks over here. I didn't bring a lot of blocks over. I have 3. That'll have to do. Plus the one that was in the kit. So we've got some gold trim, some double-sided tape. Ooh, it's fine trim too. It's actually fine trim. I even find the end. There it is. Is that the end? Nope. There's the end. Ooh. So let's see if you can actually see that. Look at that. That's very fine. Pretty. All right. I've got an extra couple of stamps there. Got the block. Set that one aside. Double-sided tape, as I said. And let's punch all these out and work out what we need for which card. They're all jumping to get out. I did bring some 12 by 12 cardstock over with me, just in case I decide to do a scrapbook page. Oh, hang on. That one's not quite cut. One of these leaves is not quite cut properly. See. Let's see if I can I'll just trim that bit there and then I'll work it out. This is very unusual. This is definitely not a normal thing for Stampin' Up. So there we go. Just a bit of fussy cutting that I wasn't expecting. All right, plastic out of the way. We've got our sentiment pieces. Got some more. All right, let's fold these guys. I'll just do 2 for the moment. 2 of each. All right. We've got some gold elements. Some frames and stuff as well. There's quite a few elements in this kit. And then some arches as well. Yeah. All right. Let's check our instructions out. So let's do this one first. So we're doing this piece. We've got one of them. We've got that one and one of these ones. Is that all there is? No? Okay. All right, so set aside. Now we do have an ink spot as well. It's Night of Navy, which I've put somewhere. I've put the Night of Navy ink spot somewhere. I don't know where I put it, but that's okay. I've got my ink pad anyway. So we're doing Hello Beautiful. I'm just going to stamp 2 of them. And then on this element, we want to do our little flower. Or our set of leaves. So the other sentiments you've got is celebrate today and every day, thanks and for all you do. So we want to bring our Hello Beautiful out. And that's going to go onto there. I'm just going to use my seal. Speeds the process up slightly. We have dimensionals. One down here, one up there. And that one goes down there. And this one's going to have 3 dimensionals on it. And so we're going to put this one out there. And this one tucked underneath. And then we've got our this bit, but I need some of the trim. Oops, it's got a bit tangled. There we go. That's good. It's sticky on the back. So I'm just going to do that. I'm going to hopefully twist it. Like that. And then pop that down there. So that is card 1. Pretty. Very pretty. All right, 1 done. Trying to work out how I step that up a bit. But let's just do a second one. Get our element out again. I wonder if I actually just change it a bit. Might just change it going in a different direction. Changing it in a different direction so that then, yeah, it's just a bit different. Not overly different, a bit different. There you go. So just changing, just rotating it a bit, and I think it's still pretty. Same card, different rotation. Something as simple as that. All right, let's go card number 2. So we need our 2 card bases, so these ones. Except, which way are they going? Yes, it's that way. So it's going to be those ones. Pull this bit out. Don't think I need them, but I need these 2. So I'm trying to figure out why you've got the arch there. Because that's going to go over the top. Oh. Let's work it anyway. All right, so we've got the thanks and the flowers. So I'm going to pull that one off. Oops. So we've got that one. And then we need these bits for all you do. Where's my chipboard? There we go. And that's going to go in the center. And then we need 2 of these guys. That one. That one. Again, you can use your double-sided tape that they give you, but I just like to use seal just because it ends up being a tiny bit quicker for me. So this one, we're going to glue on the front. Oops. I don't know why I just didn't stamp in the center, but you know. And then that is going to go there. So we're going to dimensional these ones. Where did I put them? There they are. And that one. And then 3 dimensionals in the center of these guys. And then we have our leaves. We need 2 of each of these. There are extras. And these guys, I need a bit of trim. And my little wax seal thing. And it wants me to do it in a bit of a, I don't know, I want to say butterfly. Feels like. And then these guys down the bottom. And then a couple of dimensionals. Like that. So I'm just going to twist it and then sort of face it down. Oops. That's not great. There we go. All right, so that's those two cards. I've done them exactly the same. Our third one is this one. And so we're going to use the navy elements. But we're going this way. So we have our little leaf. Oh, it's this one here. Just get rid of excess ink. So we've got our little leaf, and this one's going to be going down here. This one I might do one at a time. So we've got that element and that one. So that's just going to glue straight on. Like that. And glue again. And then we have our, oopsie, celebrate every day. So I want to put this just to one side. And we have our gold elements. Oops. So that's going to pop there. I'm going to do dimensionals on that one. And then we have our piece again. And the gold trim this time, yep, we're doing similar to what we did before, just twist in the center. And then this is going to pop down the bottom. And then it's just going to sit right there. So that's that one. I think I will just do them the same, these two. And then I think I want to do a scrapbook page. So our element. So our little leaf, this one. Oops, one away. There we go. That's the second one. So these are the cards we've got. And then I did change that one up slightly just by rotating it. It's a bit trickier, I think, to do on these ones, so I didn't change it up on those ones. But let's see if we can do a scrapbook page. So I have some white. And I have this one, which I don't know if you remember my one I did ages ago, where I created a banner out of the card. So I'm going to do that. I'm really bad at making banners when it comes to the cards. It's hard. I find it hard. I'm going to do one there. And then I'm going to chop this one down. So this size is going to be, what are we? 4. It's 4 1/4. Let's go 4 1/4. It's 4 1/4 by 5 1/4. There we go. Ugh, dirty. I was going to make that into a photo mat just there, which I don't think I like it that way. Seems a bit too stark as a against that white. It looks a bit too stark. Yep. But I shall see what we can change. My trimmer fell. No. All right. So this one. All right. Let's go with, I want to do 6 1/4 by 4 1/4. So I'm just going to chop some basic white 12 by 12. So we'll use that one. And then, oh, my phone's ringing, but I'm not going to answer it. So this is going to be my photo mat. Got a bit of texture around the side. And what do I have in here? I've got some Misty Moonlight. I do have Night of Navy. What else have I got? So this piece is for I'll go 4x4. What's this one? Let's go 3.5 by 3.5. And so going to be 4. Oh, it will be good. Okay. And then another 4x4. That work? That might work. Yep. Okay. So these are my other photo mats. And I'm just going to grab out my square, just so I have that in the same spot. There we go. And then I have my gold element. And I've got my Just Beautiful as well. So pull out my pieces again. I've got Hello Beautiful. Where's my other element? There we go. That one. And then there's my leaves. So I'll use the elements that we had on the page, and I'll pop that up on some dimensionals once I figure out where I put them again. There they are. So I'm actually thinking I'm going to pop it up there, cover up the one that's a bit dodgy, and that way we can still put photos there. And again, this one here, my gold trim. And because I'm trying to, I'll keep it a bit more monochromatic. Oh, that's not big enough. Oops. We have our navy flower, leaves, whatever. Yeah, leaves. And then we have our banner, which I shall use for the celebrate today. And down the bottom, I can do my sentiment. So this is probably going to be so Hannah's got her graduation coming up, and Lizzie had her her year 10 formal, sorry, I should say. Hey Julie, how you going? Yeah, I'm feeling a lot better, thanks. Much better than what I was. So this is going to be Lizzie had her formal last year, and she had a dark blue dress. Hannah's got a blue dress this year for her formal for year 10. So I don't know whose I'm going to use this for yet, but that's one card, one layout. Scrapbook page. It's a scrapbook page, and I still have all of these elements left as well. Yeah, so that's one page. Let me see if I can do another one. So I have these pieces, so I can probably make them into something. It's a bit pool party, isn't it? So hang on, I'm just going to grab my not pool party, Lost Lagoon, and I'll pull out pool party as well. So I might do some sponging on these. So I still have my elements from earlier. It was a pretty bad bug last week. It's just awful. But I am feeling much better than what I was. And just add a bit of ink to the side. I could almost move them over there actually, because that way it'll actually cover up the extra ink I put on there that I didn't mean to. Oops, bit of ink. And so this one, I'm actually going to, I think I'll put that one down there. And this can be something that can put different elements into. Like if they've got anything that they want to pop in there, they can. So I'll probably give this one of these to one of the girls. And they can have a bit of a a scrapbook page. I'll do that one. What else have I got? What else have I got? I'll do some. See if I got some Lost Lagoon. Not a lot. What elements do I have? How about, I've got that one. And yeah, just that one. Okay. Don't know if I can stamp on this one because I haven't got my cleaner with me. Ooh. I could use that one. I think I'm a bit stuck on this one at the moment. So this one may this may break me a bit. I think I need to think a bit more about this one. So I think I might leave this for the moment, this particular scrapbook page, and have to come back to it because I've got to that point and I'm going, I could use them. I could use them. What could I use them? Where'd my little sentiment go? Hang on. There we go. Maybe I can use them. Hang on. I don't want thanks. What do I want? What's going to fit? That one will fit. This is the way my brain works. I go, no, I can't do it. And then I go, maybe I can. I don't know, maybe I can, maybe I can't. Size are we? Put the 4 1/4. Yes. Yep. Okay. I've just made a decision about what I'm doing. I'm just going to add some ink because I'm going to put that one there. I'm going to add that one there. And then I have this element here. And if I flip that over, . 'Cause I've got that. And I'm going to add, what am I going to add? Gold trim. Dimensionals to pop it up. Add that one there. And then I've got this one, which I can add over there. Okay. All right. I think that's done. That's done me. So let's have a look at them. All my stamps out of the way. I don't think I need that at the moment. All right. So I still have some gold trim left. Sort that one out later. I've got one scrapbook page, that one. I have that scrapbook page. So I've got two scrapbook pages, different. And then I have, oops, and then I have the cards themselves. So I think that is all for today. So 6 cards, 2 scrapbook pages, and I still have quite a few elements left. So I shouldn't have cut that one. I still have elements left over that I can use, that I might use later. I'll see how I go. But that is all for today. Get back to sitting down again. Sometimes it's easier to craft when I'm standing up, really, isn't it? Let me go. That one. Hello. Yeah, so yeah, that's the Everyday Beauty kit that is available now. I think I want to say it's $46. But check that out. Next Tuesday is a fabulous day because there is a Black Friday sale or Cyber Monday sale or whatever it is, a sale on next week from the 25th to the 1st of December. So they've already given us a few details. I think it's like 40% off select products. I think possibly 10% off cardstock. I think 15 or 20% off adhesives. So there's actually some really, really good deals happening next week. So that's from Tuesday next week. So don't forget to shop.stampinwithsharon.com.au and you should be able to get taken straight to my online store. You can always check it out on my business Facebook page. There'll be a link there for you to go to as well. Events coming up. So because I've been sick recently, I've had to push all of my classes to be in December. So the 10th of December, Wednesday the 10th of December, is my Stamp a Stack class. So I have one at 10 till 12 on the 10th of December, so 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. And then another one in the evening, 7:30 to 9:30. So you'll be able to make 8 cards for each, 2 each of 4 designs, so you can come along and create and I'll have 2 different sets of cards that you can actually choose from. So if you'd like to do both, you just pay for both. That's fine. So I'd love you to join me for that. I'll have some snacks and stuff. So it's going to be sip and stamp class. So come along and enjoy that. So that cost is $45 to come and do that class. And it'll be lots of fun, lots of laughs, and get some stamping done and some cards made ready for Christmas. I also have my 2 retreats booked. I have 2 retreats booked already for next year. So April 24th to the 26th of 24th to the 26th of April will be my next retreat, and I'm really looking forward to that one. That's down at Kaya Ridge in Bargo. So you can find more details on my Facebook page as well for that. I'd love to welcome you to that, to my stamping community, because it's always lots of fun. I think that's pretty much it at the moment. My other retreat's in October, so look out for the dates of that one coming out soon. And I think that's it for today. Don't forget, Tuesday the 25th of November is fabulous sales happening. So shop.stampinwithsharon.com.au, and you can go straight to my online store. I'd also always welcome you to my team if you want to join as well. But that's it for today. Thank you so much for joining me. Sorry about last week, but hopefully I am back to normal and can keep going, and I'll be here again next week, and hopefully I'm doing something a bit different. Who knows? I never know what I'm doing from week to week, quite frankly. There is also a Christmas fair that's happening in Cherrybrook on the 30th of November, and the lovely Elizabeth Yeager and her daughter Jen and I are all running a stall together. So I'd love to welcome you to Cherrybrook Public School on the 30th of November. It's 10 till 4. So if you're around, come and say hi. I'd love to say hi. So that's it for now. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a fabulous weekend, and I will see you again next week. Bye for now.